will be making Italy's most famous dish today. Let's see how this goes. If you like these videos, like, subscribe, and let's hop right into it. So today we're making a lasagna, and I'm switching it up a bit with a little bit of a different recipe. So today we're gonna make a beautiful sauce, and our sauce is gonna consist of carrots, onion, I have basil as well, and I have these crushed tomatoes. So I also have salt and pepper, but that's besides the point. And with the lasagna, we're gonna be using ricotta cheese. I bought chorizo because in Portugal, we love using it, and I am Portuguese. Obviously, it's famous in Spain, but as a Portuguese, I love chorizo. I have Parmesan cheese, and I also have lots and lots of mozzarella cheese. So step number one is gonna be to absolutely shave these carrots so I can actually use them because they are absolutely dirty. I've never bought these carrots. They're actually organic. So will it be messy? A little bit, but that's okay. That's what cooking's all about. Now, I've never actually made a lasagna, so this could go one of two ways, very badly or very badly. So we'll see what happens. In the comments down below, make sure to leave me food items that are popular in countries that you're from. Now I'm gonna try to cook them. I decided to do Italy today just because it's something that I'm familiar with eating, but I'm not familiar with making. In my last video, if you didn't see it, go watch it, but I got a slight injury, if you can see, right on my finger. I absolutely grated it. It was not an ideal scenario whatsoever. So I finished shredding all of my carrots. Now I'm gonna cut them down. Now my idea for this sauce is to cut everything down. I'm gonna cut it into very little bits. Then I'm going to blend everything into a nice tomato sauce. So I want it to be small so it'll cook a little quicker because obviously we don't want these huge things. I'm also gonna cut the ends off of the carrots. I don't want these little weird ends. I mean, I don't care if I don't use that much of a carrot. It's not that big of a deal to me. So all my carrots are nicely and finely chopped right now. I'm gonna put them in a little bowl. Lots of mise en place. Mise en place means get everything where it's supposed to be. If you guys don't know, when I'm making these videos, I've never cooked any of these things ever, like ever. I'm pretty new to cooking. I know how to make basic stuff like eggs and all that stuff, but today when we're doing a lasagna, are you kidding? I think I can do it. I think I can. Next, we have an onion, a beautiful, oh, I need garlic. I need garlic as well, guys. Now, garlic is something I never really use ever. I just never used it at all. So it's a new food for me. It's definitely a new food. I'm gonna use 3 cloves of garlic. I'm not sure if that's a lot or too little, but I'm gonna kind of go from there. So let's do the garlic real quick. I've seen this on YouTube where you kind of break it, then you break it with the back of your knife, and then you can kind of take away the skin. It just falls right out, which is absolutely perfect. It's exactly what we need. This one doesn't look great, I'll be honest, guys. This looks really brown. As you can see, that looks really gross, so that's gonna go in the garbage. So we'll find another clove. Or now that we got all of our garlic cut up, it's not that much garlic. I don't wanna overpower anything at all. I'm just gonna cut this thing right in half. I know I'm probably gonna cry, but hey, all good, no stress. You know, it is what it is. If I cry, I cry. Get emotional here, then we get emotional, you know? Now I'm gonna cut this onion into pretty small bits just because it take too long because I want it to kind of blend in the sauce. Now, I don't have the most phenomenal cutting skills, but hey, it's really not bad. It's really not bad at all. Guys, my eyes are starting to water a little. Oh God, it burns. Oh my God, it burns. I should have wore something. I should have wore goggles or something. Oh God. Oh. Okay, so the only thing left I have to do for the sauce is the tomatoes, and then I have to add basil. So I'm gonna take all the basil off the stem because we don't want the stem at all. Now I'm gonna add a good amount of basil. I don't know how much I'm supposed to add, so we're just gonna kind of eyeball this. Then I'm gonna roll it up and kind of just chop it just so I don't have to really worry about it in the sauce at all. Now I had to reset everything, kind of clean everything because now we're gonna cut into the chorizo, and I bought chorizo sausages. And since it is sausages, I'm gonna have to actually cut the inside and just take all the filling out of the sausage. Again, I've never done this either. I've never used a sausage and used what's inside, never in my life. But hey, I got another bowl. I've been cleaning my hands nonstop, like literally nonstop, because I don't know if I'm contaminating anything and not really sure how that works. But now this is the hard part, taking the skin off the sausage and just kind of using the filling and not the skin. Because again, I only want the filling of the chorizo, obviously. Now I'm gonna do this 4 quick times and then we're basically ready to go. Now I've taken the sausage all out of the little wrapping that it's in. And now it's time for the fun part, making that beautiful sauce. I've also already pre-cooked my pasta. I was gonna make a wetter sauce so I could kind of cook the pasta as it cooked in the oven, but I decided against that because that's way too out of my comfort zone. Okay, so I got a couple different things going on all around here. I have a GoPro set up literally on the microwave, so if that GoPro falls, it's in the sauce and it's absolutely over. So as the pot is warming up, I'm gonna actually peel my cans of tomato. I've never used these cans ever in my life. The aroma that I'm getting right now, boys, is, oh my God, it is phenomenal. All right, so now we're at the GoPro and we're gonna start with something very simple. We have beautiful olive oil right here. So we have it on a medium to high heat. I'm gonna go more medium-ish. I'm gonna do a nice, generous serving of olive oil. I'm gonna let this get a little hotter. And the first thing that I wanted is I'm gonna put the chorizo in first just because I don't want to brown. The one thing that I hate about cooking, boys, is the cleanup. The cleanup is so annoying. All right, so now that this is nice and hot, we're gonna put all of our chorizo sausage in. Honestly, yeah, we're just gonna kind of dive right in. Is this gonna work? I don't know. Let's go, let's do it. Boom, just like that, boys, just like that. And we're gonna break up the sausage just like that. We want it to get nice and small so we're not using any big bits at all. I'm also gonna preheat my oven to 375 right now, just so I got that going, because God knows how long that takes, no idea. Now that the chorizo is pretty much cooked, I'm actually gonna take it out, put it in a different pan. So now the chorizo is done, and I'm gonna go in with my garlic and my onions in the same pot, because again, all that flavor is gonna be absolutely beautiful. Again, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. If you're watching the video right now, comment down below the word mozzarella, and I'll like your comment right now. All right, so now that the onions have softened up a little bit, I'm gonna go in with my carrots, throw those in there. And again, this is all for the sauce to get really nice. I don't know if I'm using the best ingredients, if I'm using the greatest things, but again, this channel is to show you guys that anyone can cook, even me. Hopefully, along the years, I get better and you guys see me improve. That would be really phenomenal. Now I'm gonna go back in with my chorizo, throw it all back in with the sauce as well, because it obviously has liquid as well. I am using Cento. I don't know if it's a good brand, but we're gonna kind of give it a shot. We're gonna pour in this beautiful tomato sauce. This is definitely way too much sauce. I definitely made way too much sauce. Oh my God, that's so much sauce. That's okay, that's okay. Having extra sauce isn't a bad thing at all. Now I'm gonna put this to a medium heat. I'm gonna add salt, good amount of salt to it. I'm gonna add a good amount of pepper. Now I'm gonna let this simmer for like 10-15 minutes and just see what happens. All right, so now it's been simmering for quite a little bit, and now we're gonna blend it all together and make it all come together into fruition. All right, as you see here, it is simmering a little bit. I did add my basil. I forgot to add it before, so I figured I'd add it right now. And now I have this little machine right here that's gonna blend it all up for me. So let's see how this goes. Now I gotta be careful when doing this because I don't want it all to splatter, so I'm gonna go down on the bottom. Now the sauce is it's pretty thin down. It's actually in a pretty good spot. It looks exactly like a bolognese sauce, honestly, but it looks really nice. All the chunks are basically gone. Now it's time to assemble my lasagna. Okay, so now we have all of the ingredients for our lasagna. So first things first, we're gonna start with a base layer of sauce so it doesn't stick to the actual pan. Now I'm gonna make sure this touches all of the edges, make sure it goes all the way out, make sure it goes nice to the corners, make sure it just looks really good, because again, I don't want it to stick to anything, so I wanna make sure I have a lot of sauce on the pan. Just in the beginning, just on the first stage. Now I'm gonna put a little bit of Pecorino Romano right on top of that. You have to make sure you get on the edges as well, guys, corners as well. Want some Pecorino Romano for that first layer. And now we have our beautiful pasta that we're gonna layer on in there. I didn't cook it all the way through. I did cook it a fair amount. I cooked it for about 8 minutes. It's about at al dente, a little bit behind al dente, but it'll finish cooking in the pot when the lasagna is all coming together. So we're just gonna put layer by layer, make sure it looks really good and it's nice and snug. I did have to use a bigger pot, as you see. So I'm gonna go for 3 right here in 1 layer. Now we do the beautiful cheese time. Things first, we're gonna use a nice handful of mozzarella cheese all over that, John. I am using Costco's cheese because why not? Costco's a great store, it's phenomenal. Put a little bit more Pecorino Romano in there. And now for the best cheese of them all, we got beautiful ricotta. So we're just gonna put dollops here and there, because again, it does spread out while it's cooking, so I don't want it to be too overpowering. I'm gonna put it in all the corners. And you also can't put ricotta on the very top layer or it'll just burn. If you put little dollops all over the place, it will spread out by itself. It will actually be pretty good. Now, I've never made any of this sauce ever. I've literally never made this in my life. So, I mean, it's an experience for all of us watching at home, all of us enjoying the content. It's great, and the sauce does smell really good. I'm gonna use the back of the ladle real quick just to kind of spread it along, gets in the crevices and everything, because again, we wanna spread it out, make sure no part of the lasagna is left out. Now we're gonna go in with another layer of the delicious pasta. I'm gonna tuck this one really into the crevices here. I might go for a little 4 stack here. I went for a 3 on the first layer because I was afraid it would stick to the bottom. I don't know if it's a bad thing that the pasta layer is uneven, but that's okay. I'm not stressed. If I was stressed, I would tell you, and I'm not stressed. A little bit of Pecorino Romano right on top. Make sure we get in the crevices as well. I think I'm gonna go ricotta first, so we'll go ricotta. Honestly, it's looking really good. Like, I'm honestly pretty surprised. I didn't think it would look this good or come out this even close to this good. I do have to hurry up a little bit because I do have work very soon. So this is not great timing, but I mean, it's something. Get all in the crevices, all in those angles. Sorry if the ricotta is blocking it. That's why I have the GoPro, because I knew I would do something like this. Now we're gonna go with, we can't use mozzarella on top. I mean, we can't use ricotta on top, but what we can use is we're gonna do a little bit of sauce just right on top, just a little bit of sauce. I'm gonna finish it off because why not? We have all of it. Now that it's all layered, we have it completely done. That's absolutely beautiful. We're gonna wrap it in foil. I put the oven, I should put it at 375, but I'm gonna put it at 400 for about 20 to 25 minutes, and then take the top off, let the cheese brown at a lower temp, and see how that goes. Okay, so it's been cooking for a good while now, and it's time to see the finished product. Oh my God, this thing is massive. I might have gone a little overboard here, but oh my goodness. You guys can probably see better on the GoPro. This thing looks absolutely insane. Now we're gonna actually cut into it and see how it looks. Guys, okay, it's falling apart a little bit. Probably should let it rest for a bit. Now, we don't have the best slice. Cheese sauce, let's see. That's a really good, guys, that is so good. Oh my God. I think I have to let it rest to let it kind of congeal a little bit, because I mean, it is right out of the oven. It's not gonna stay together that well, so I just wanted to show you guys. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, follow me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Follow me on everything. Comment down below what culture or what country you wanna see me cook from next. Today was Italy, tomorrow, who knows?